Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Reclaiming Coventry with me, John, aka Old Man Sudor. And since I last left you, we've done okay. We've done better than probably we've done for a few weeks before. So, yeah, or a few episodes before, I should say. So we've done okay. I left you after the 5-0 hammering against Everton, where we got absolutely destroyed. We followed that up with a 1-1 draw against Derby. And to be honest, really happy with that. It was a really good response after that loss. So, you know, it was a tough game. Derby aren't a bad side. And you can see here, we did alright. And to be honest, we could have nicked it. We were close. We did alright. It wasn't too bad. As you can see, Jody Jones got the goal for us and was the best player by far for us on the pitch. We then followed that up with a 1-0 loss to Millwall, and it was another really close game. I'm pretty sure it was anyway. Yeah, I mean, here you can see again, this is another game we probably shouldn't have lost. You know, we probably deserved a draw out of it, and to be honest, I felt like that about a lot of our games, and I do think if we can get a striker who can score goals, a lot of these sort of games will stop. So, you know, we lost 1-0, but it was a really close game, and I do feel we should have had something out of it. We just couldn't score. And then after that, we had a fantastic 4-0 win over Norwich. Don't know why or how, but we just played absolutely fantastic in this game. As you can see, I mean, there's not one player under 7 point, well, apart from the goalie who's at 7.2, but it's only because he didn't have to do much. All the rest, 7.6s or 8s. Absolutely played fantastic. Couldn't have asked for him to play any better. You know, it was fantastic. He said Campbell got 2, Wills 1, Jones got the last one for us. If I remember rightly, Campbell's second in the 47th. I'll show the highlight because I'm pretty sure that one there was absolutely fantastic. And as you can see, we absolutely dominated the match and we deserved to win 4-0. So there is signs that we can play, and there is signs that we can, you know, we can do something. Well, I feel there is anyway. So I'm just going to see if I can find out. I'm pretty sure it's this one. How do I do the goal? I can't quite remember. If I go on here, view match, I'll try and remember how to look at the upload highlights. There we go, Campbell goal. I'll show the clip of it because it was an absolutely scorcher if I remember rightly. I'll just wait for it to highlight. But yeah, everything clicked, and it's really annoying that we don't do this more often because I don't expect us to be winning the league or anything like that, but we played just a fraction, you know, like this more often, then we would be. And yeah, here you go, Campbell, absolute scorcher of a goal for us, absolute scorcher. It was a brilliant shot. And this is the weird thing. We won that game. We played Barnsley next and lost 1-0. The crazy thing is, I only made one change. David came on for Georgie Thomas because he was slightly injured from the game before. He took up a slight knock. That's the only change I made, and as you can see there, defence didn't play brilliant, and we lost 1-0. But you look at the stats. How did we lose this game? I don't get it. We had 23 shots, 8 on target, and we couldn't score. It's mind-boggling. 61% possession. It's absolutely mind-boggling that we lost this game. Anyway, yeah, it's frustrating. It is so frustrating. Anyway, that does put us battling in relegation with the likes of Barnsley, QPR, Aston Villa and Bristol City. You can see here we're all battling around that sort of 22, 23, 24. Even, you know, the likes of Walsall aren't too far away from us. And I feel like a couple of wins can really shoot us up the table a little bit. So there's still a lot to play for. We're literally halfway through the season and we're on 23 points. So there's a lot to go still. And yeah, we got Fulham in the FA Cup, by the way. But yeah, I honestly think we'll be alright. So we've got 2 games today, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. We've already played Palace, I think, and Nottingham Forest. There you go. We drew against Palace away and we lost to Nottingham Forest at home. So they're going to be 2 tough games for us again, but I think we can get something out of them. And we'll get into the game straight away. And hopefully we'll have some transfer news or some transfer funds, because at the moment, we've got nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have got 1 or 2 players that are meant to be wanted. Where's David? Someone is apparently looking at him. And to be honest, if they come in with sort of 500k for him, quite happily to sell him. I'm probably going to try and sell 1 or 2 players and bring in a striker at least. I want at least a 3.5, 4-star striker. Because I think it's something we desperately need. Apart from that, I think the team's good. I think it is a striker we need more than anything else. So I'm confident we can do alright though. I am confident, and we'll see how we get on, because I think we'll do alright. We'll play you as an advanced support, just to try and accommodate everyone. We're going to take David off. He didn't play brilliant last match, and we're going to bring Thomas back on because he played absolutely fantastic for us, and we're going to play him as a target man in support. A poacher, sorry, with Campbell as a target man in support. I'm hoping this would just give us a bit more up front. So that's the main. Apart from that, it's the usual team. Charles Cook in goal, Giles Turnbull, Wills and Packwood in defence. Vaquez is in his usual defensive midfield role. Doherty and Garcia are in the central midfield. We're just giving McGrails a little bit of a rest. He's on 88%. He'll probably come on at some point, but I need to do a little bit of rotation here and there. Jones in his usual attacking midfield role, with Campbell and George Thomas up front. And that's it really. We'll get into the game and see how we get on. I'm confident we can do something. I'm confident we can get a win. And hopefully that will be the case. Right. We're going to be considered underdogs, but we're going to say calmly. I know we're underdogs here, but give the fans a performance and say passionately, I have faith in you. Morale isn't too bad, but I'd like to try and keep it up, obviously, as much as possible, because I do believe the morale has a big factor in these in this sort of in these matches. And let's face it, I got offered the QPR job as well. I didn't take it, obviously. I was quite tempted to. I mean, QPR, as you can see, are right down below us. I've been getting offered a lot of jobs. I'm expecting to be offered the Villa job soon as well. As Campbell's picked up a knock, what's he got? A dead leg. He can shake that off, surely. As Turnbull stops it, but Crystal Palace come forward. Someone longer with the ball. He gets the cross in. Benteke and Dynamatkos with the goal. With the Benteke flick. Is it Dynamatkos? Oh, we'll go Dynamatkos. I'm not quite sure how you say his name. But yeah, it was good. Someone longer, good run, gets a good cross in. Benteke just gets up before anyone else, and it's an easy goal for this guy. Demokos. If we got a corner, can we get something out of this? It gets to Jones. Jones knocks it to Doherty. Doherty to Campbell. Campbell with the shot, but it's straight at the keeper. And yeah, we've been getting offered quite a few jobs, especially around this sort of area, and a couple up here as well. I think, I can't remember who else it was. It might be Blackburn offered me a job, but obviously we're not going to take them because the series is called Reclaiming Coventry. I can't really do that if I'm at QPR, can I now? As Crystal Palace come flying again forward, get another cross in. Benteke with the ball, but it hits the bar. It looked like it might have been a save that hit the bar. And we're not doing too bad. We've got the chances now, but we just aren't creating anything. We're going to say assertively, keep it up, and hopefully we can break them, because I think we have got a goal in us here. As we try and get the ball, Jones steals it, gives it to Thomas. Thomas knocks it back to Vaquez. Are we going to be able to pull anything out here? And that's the end of the highlight, unfortunately. Thomas isn't playing particularly well, so we will probably make a change soon. And I think that change is going to come now. We're going to bring on Quayne Thomas for George Thomas, no relation. And do we bring on... Do we take Wills off and bring take Packwood off, I think? Packwood's not exactly playing particularly well. We'll bring Davey on. And hopefully, just a little bit of changes can actually produce something for us. Charles Cook is having an absolute shocker at 6.2 as well, which isn't helping us. But we're in this game. We're creating as many chances. We're just not scoring. And with 20 minutes to go, we're still trying to get something out of this. But it's Crystal Palace coming forward again. But Turnbull gets the ball out, but it goes straight to Tompkins, who gives it to Bogger. Bogger, I like that name. I don't know why that made me chuckle. Bogger. And Bogger with the ball gets it to Davey, hits the bar, and Turnbull clears it. We're being a bit careful. We've got to be a bit careful here. They're knocking at the door, and with 10 minutes to go, we do need to make another change. Really, we'll bring on Vlad in the defensive midfield role because he plays better than McGradles there, I feel, and we'll just see if we can get. Looking at the stats, there's no reason we can't pinch a goal here. We should be able to get a goal. As time is ticking, there's only 5 minutes left, and we're getting a couple of yellow cards now. But Giles with the ball, he gives it to Doherty, Doherty to Garcia, Garcia gives it to Vlad, Vlad to Doherty, Doherty back to Gilesby, gives it back to Vlad. Can we do anything with this? No, it's just run out of time. That's 1-0 to Palace, and we'll say that, keeping... We just, yeah, I don't understand. I really felt we could have done it. How long was Campbell injured for? I clicked on that a bit too fast. 1 to 2 days. Couldn't have been that bad a dead leg then. As I'll go through all this in a minute. We'll obviously come back for the next game, which is against Nottingham Forest, and I think it's an important game for us. It's a game we really do need to try and win, so that we don't. Where does that put us in the league anyway? How do the teams around us? I mean, we're 2 points behind Villa now. There's quite a few teams up to 19th, only 2 points ahead, so there's still a long way to play. Charlton are even coming back into it. We really do need to start winning a few games here. Right guys, anyway, I'll see you in a few minutes for the next game. Hi guys, welcome back after the little flash there. Right, there's not much news really to talk about. We haven't been given any money for the transfer. I haven't even asked the board yet, and in fact I'll do that with you right now. We'll see if we can get some money out of the board. We're gonna obviously have to ask increase transfer budget. I'd like to I would like the transfer budget increased as I currently don't have the funds to strengthen all the areas required. I would like to investment the club risk going backwards. I would like the transfer budget increased as I believe our rivals will beat us to key signing otherwise. I'm going to say about going backwards. So they are going to increase the transfer budget for us, which is absolutely fantastic news. What are they going to increase it to? They gave us 80k. We've got 80k to look to buy a player. We've got no wages, but we've got 80k. So let's have a look quickly and see who we could possibly buy. Who's a striker? We're going to have to look and see who's transferred listed as well. I mean, Christian Benteke, I think, is out of our price range, unfortunately. But who else have we got? Is there anyone? Wilfred Boney, 3.2, no. Is there anyone here? I mean, I'm going to have to probably do some... We're going to have to go like this, aren't we? If we go down to around here. Gomez. I mean, we're probably going to end up getting an older player from the looks of it. Tell you what we're going to do. From about here, we'll scout these players and we'll see what they come up with afterwards. I think one of these could be the guy for us. Right, we'll get into the game now anyway, because that's just going to be boring to watch. It's pretty much the same team as last time, apart from Quayne Thomas is coming in instead of George Thomas. He had a shocker for us last game, didn't play well at all, and personally, it wasn't good enough. Quain scored a few goals. I feel a couple more games he could improve quite a bit for us. So this is the team we're going to go with. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try Sacco there instead, because he's not a natural, but he gets getting put in that position, and he's got pretty good stats, so he could do a job for us. Yeah, right. Where was I? Yep. So this is the team we're going to go with. Pretty much the same team as usual for us. We will bring on McGradles for Doherty, though. McGradles is a better player than him. Apart from that, it's not really changing. So Sacco and Doherty out and McGradles in, and Thomas out and Sacco in are the only two changes we're making. And hopefully we can do a bit of a better performance. We're at home. Oh, we're away. I lied. It was home last game. Have they got any big name players? Not really. Baptiste. Who's that? Alex Baptiste. Don't think I know him. Played at Middlesbrough. Maybe that's where I know him from. I'm not sure. Don't recognise the name really. Right. Sorry about that. I'm going off again, and I get into the game anyway. I'm going to say we're going to try and encourage the team. Say calmly, go out there and impress me. It's worked pretty well. Have the old faith talk as well. Try and get everyone happy as possible. And see how we get on, shall we? As McGradles with the ball, gives it to Sacco, who's out quite wide. And here they come. It's Nottingham Forest coming forward though. And they take a shot, but Jones gets it. Can we do anything with it though? As Campbell's got the ball, gives it to Packwood. Packwood gets it into the centre to Vaquez. Vaquez just knocks it back to Pack. We're not really going forward, are we? McGradles is sitting a bit too deep, I think. And that's not really to anyone. Just going to pause that quickly. Going to go to tactics. I think McGradles as a deep line is not really working for us. He's sitting too deep. We're going to just put him as a central midfield in support. Try and bring him a bit more forward. He was sitting down there with Vaquez, and I don't particularly want that. We're not really pushing forward. We need to push forward. So we'll hopefully see if that does anything for us, and hopefully this isn't going to be a goal. It's not in Forest come forward. We need to tackle. We need to get closing in on them a bit more. So they give it to Solly, and there's the goal. It knew it was coming. I could feel it was coming. Tyler Walker with his first goal of the season, and 1-0 to Forest. So yeah, Solly gets a really good cross in here, but he's just more. He wants it more, doesn't he? He wants it more. We should have done better. As the time's ticking away now, 25 minutes gone. And there's nothing happening. Absolutely nothing happening at the moment. I mean, looking at the stats wise, we've got the possession, we're having the shots. Again, we're just not doing anything with them. And that's the half, and not anything's really happened. I'm gonna say, keep it up. And hopefully we can pinch something here, because I feel like we should deserve it. As Garcia gets it to Jones. Jones to Campbell. Campbell, well, almost loses it, it looked like. But once again, we're just not really pushing forward. Garcia collects it. Is he going to do anything with it? McGradles has got it. He gives it to Jones. Jones to Garcia. Garcia brings it forward. Going to do anything? And that's an ambitious shot. Why are you shooting that far away? Really? I mean, I haven't shot the injured area, but having a shot back there. We're going to have to make a sub. Doherty's going to come on for Garcia. And I don't feel like Sacco's done much. We're going to bring on young Quain Thomas. Hopefully that was just good enough for us. As Clough gets the ball, that's an excellent cross by them. A bit frustrated that they managed to get that in though. I've got an itchy toe. And can we get anything out of this? 20 minutes to go. We've arguably been the better side on the stats wise. But we can't score. As Grimes crosses it in, but we get it out. Gets only as far as Clough. Clough brings it forward. And he goes for a bit of an ambitious shot. And once again, we're going to lose 1-0. And I'm not sure why. As Packwood gets the ball, can he knock it out there? He does. And I feel that's it. That's the end of the game. And it's another game where really we should have got something out of it. That's just frustrating. They're doing their best. I just don't feel we've got the quality. Maybe that's the problem. We were just unlucky. We didn't have the quality. And yeah, I mean, they're saying we're unlucky as well. I think we're going to have to look really hard in the transfer market about what we can do. I'm probably going to have to get rid of a couple of the players and see if I can bring at least some better quality in, especially up front. I think that's the problem we've got. You know, we've got way too many here. Look, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 2-1. You know, we're losing by the odd goal more often than not. And to be honest, that's an issue. That is an issue. We need someone who can score goals for us. So that's going to be my target over the next coming days, to find someone really. Looking at the schedule, obviously we've got a transfer, so we want to come back for the transfer. We'll come back for the QPR and Sunderland game. By then, transfer market's finished. I can show you who if we've managed to buy anyone, and there'll be 2 games, and hopefully we'll have a bit of a run where we can start winning a few games. So I'll come back for the QPR and Sunderland game. And that's the end of the episode, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, come and drop a like, come and subscribe, come and say hello on Twitter. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm doing right. And I will see you on the next episode of Reclaiming Coventry. Bye for now.